Hi there, I'm Mark from Granular. I wanted to run you through some of these GTM changes that Google made in regards to the Google tag and how that benefits how the Google tag works with GA4 and GA4 event tracking. So those who are just going into GTM and seeing this, you'll notice when you go to create a tag, you will see this Google tag. Within this Google tag, you will essentially see this as a replacement for the GA4 configuration tag. Just like you do for GA4, you'd set your measurement ID, and then there's a few more settings within this configuration tag that are important for you to keep an eye out for. So configuration tag. So this is in situations where you are modifying a set of data that is constant across the site. If you're modifying page path, page location, if you're setting a user ID, this is where you would do this. You can set this to be one-off, or you can set it as a configuration settings variable so it's consistent across, say you have a production environment and a developer environment, but your configuration settings are the same. Well, you set a variable, set it for both Google tags, solved. You don't have to set it individually in each tag like you would if you're doing it just through a simple configuration parameter. But if it's really a one-off, you can do it here. Shared settings. This is another place where if you're modifying an event, you can go ahead and change your event parameters or set a consistent event settings variable. This is more useful when you're working with GA4 events and not necessarily the Google tag, which is really a configuration tag for GA4 in this situation. So you'd set a trigger just like you would really any other tag. So that's really the first of the Google Analytics 4 changes that we've seen this past week in Tag Manager. The second change we've seen, which I'm a little bit more excited about, is the changes to the GA4 event tag. So like you would, you'd set a measurement ID or input your current measurement ID. If you have a constant variable, you can add that just by clicking here. You can add your event name just like you do with any other GA4 event. And then you can use your event settings variable. This is great if you have certain clients where across every single one of their events, you have a consistent set of event parameters that you want to attach. For example, I have a client who has probably 20 different events. And in those 20 different events, they pass 4 different event parameters. Those event parameters just contain snippets about that event that help us filter it better in GA4. We need to be able to add those to every single event. And that becomes quite repetitive if we're working within this as an individual event parameter. But now I can go and create an event settings variable, set, let's say event label, and then we set our value for whatever it is from the data layer, and we keep these, and I can just add this to the event tag, and I don't have to repeat this over and over. That is my favorite thing about these changes, is it allows you to make bulk GA4 event changes really on the fly. So those are 2 major changes that we've seen in GTM this week in regards to GA4 and the Google tag. There's definitely more to come. We'll see more that come with how the Google tag works with GA4, or excuse me, with Google Ads. But these 2 changes with GA4 are exciting, and I'm looking forward to using them. And I hope you find some benefit too. So definitely share write in the comments if there's anything extra that you've learned, or if you have any questions or comments regarding what I've showed here.